Nigeria's public debt as at September 30, 2023 was 87.91 trillion naira or $114.35 billion US dollars. The amount represents the domestic and external debts of the federal government, the 36 state governments, and the Federal Capital Territory. The Debt Management Office (DMO) in its latest release showed that the total public debt stock represents a marginal increase of 0.61% when compared to June 30, 2023 figure of 87.38 trillion. This trend is explained by the decrease in external debt from 43.16 billion US dollars as at June 30, 2023 to 41.59 billion US dollars as at September 30, 2023, and a relatively moderate increase of 1.8 trillion naira in domestic debt. External debt decreased due to a redemption of a $500 million Euro bond and the payment of $413.859 million as first principal repayment of the $3.4 billion loan obtained from the International Monetary Fund in 2020 during COVID-19. The servicing of these debts, in addition to other debts, the statement added, are clear demonstrations of the federal government's commitment to honoring its debt obligations. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission (FCCPC) is seeking the cooperation of Nigerians to further deliver support services to consumers in the country. This is following the recent outcry over massive counterfeits discovered in markets across the country, a concern the Commission shares and assures to work with sister agencies to protect the public from harmful practices and encourage healthy competition. The Executive Vice Chairman of the FCCPC, Babatunde Irukera, while taking a look at the progress journey of the Commission, said, FCCPC has done a lot to encourage digital talents, which he believes will in turn help the country in putting forward best practices in businesses and service delivery. Irukera said FCCPC will continue to challenge bad practices, including seeking legal redress for aggrieved consumers. The African Development Bank has decided to withdraw all its international staff from Ethiopia immediately, but the office will remain open under an officer in charge. The bank in a statement said these measures will not affect nationally recruited staff from Ethiopia, who will continue their work and remain in the full employment of the bank, as it assured them and their families of its duty of care. These decisions, the statement added, follow the recent breach of diplomatic protocol and assault by Ethiopian security forces on two of the African Development Bank's international members of staff. The statement added that efforts by Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, president of the African Development Bank, to resolve the issue proved abortive. Adesina said the African Development Bank remains committed to supporting the country's socio-economic development. As of 30th September 2023, the bank's ongoing portfolio in Ethiopia, comprising 22 projects, totaled $1.24 billion US dollars. The United Nations Commission on the Limits of the Continental Shelf (CLCS) has granted approval from the United Nations for an extension of Nigeria's maritime territory beyond 200 nautical miles, a move that will allow Nigeria to redraw the map of her sovereign territory in the Gulf of Guinea. Chairman CLCS Adnan Rashid Nasir Al-Zri in a statement said the development will enable Nigeria to accommodate the new area gained in an area that is known to contain abundant carbon and marine solid resources. Article 76 of the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea provides that a littoral state is entitled to make a claim for an extension of its maritime territory from traditional 200 miles up to a maximum of 350 nautical miles, provided it can prove that the subsoil and seabed of the submarine areas at the distance it is claiming are natural prolongations of its land territory. Telecom companies in Nigeria have told all subscribers whose subscriber identity model SIM cards are yet to be linked with their national identity numbers (NIN) to do so before February 8, 2024, or lose the numbers permanently. The umbrella body of the Telcos Association of Licensed Telecommunications Operators of Nigeria, ALTON, said it has agreed to abide by the Nigerian Communications Commission's NCC directive to delist telephone lines without national identification number (NIN). The NCC had on 4th April 2022 directed that all mobile station international subscriber directory numbers MSRSDNs for which the subscribers failed to submit their NINs were placed on outgoing call restriction only, and that the affected subscribers were advised to verify their NINs before being reactivated. But despite the limited service restriction, millions of subscribers have yet to submit their NINs for verification, necessitating the NCC to issue another directive on December 15, 2023 that subscribers who do not submit their NINs are to be barred on or before 28 February 2024, where 5 or more MSRSDNs are linked to an unverified NIN. Such are to be barred on or before 29 March 2024.